even trying to be dramatic when I say my phone is ruining my life. And I got the nerve to have 2 of these things. So here's the thing, friend. I love it. Like, I love it. But at the same time, I also hate it. So let's talk about it. The other day, I was out at a restaurant with my husband and one of my best friends, and we were having dinner. I look over to the table to my left, and I see 2 people sitting at the table glued to their phones. Like, baby, they weren't saying a word to each other. And listen, I'm not even trying to pass judgment because I know I have been that person. I know that I've been a person at dinner who has been on their phone. I try to keep that to a minimum though, because of my work as a full-time content creator and a social media manager who has multiple clients. Sometimes I do have to lock in and get work done, but when I'm with my people, I do my best to keep my phone dark. I set a rule for myself to aim to have dark dinners. I call it dark dinners. So when I'm having dinner with my husband or when I'm having dinner with a friend, unless it's a true emergency, I'm not looking at my phone. You know what I mean? I want to be there with that person. I'm not even going to sit here and hold you. When people don't give me that same courtesy, I'm freaking out a little bit in my head because I'm like, we're cooked. Like, we actually don't have the ability to just lock in with human beings anymore. I think that pandemic cooked us right on up. So we need that skill back because otherwise, how are you being present? I also observed this when I went to see the Cowboy Carter tour last year. You know, I was sitting up in like the 200 section and I just looked out into the audience, right? And there were all these phones. And I kept thinking to myself, like, we are so busy recording this concert that we are not truly enjoying the greatness that is Beyonce by just being here with her. Like, you know, you're going to see that concert on TikTok later. You do not need to be recording it. And I'm just really not even going to hold you. I don't look back at that concert footage on my phone. Like, I'm never like, oh, let me go look at that. Like, I don't. Why did I need to record it? I have such a love-hate relationship with this, right? Because like literally last night, I went through some of my old YouTube videos and I was looking at myself from like 2015, 2016 and looking at the content that I was making back then. And to be able to observe the growth, how far I've come, what my content looks like now versus what it looked like back then. Like, baby, when I tell you I had such a carefree approach, that really actually inspired me. Like, I was like, Kaisha, why are you obsessing about every little detail when people were watching your videos when you did a whole lot less? And so I needed that lesson, but if I didn't have those videos, had I not recorded those things, I wouldn't have that. There has to be a balance, right? I'm not going to sit in your face and tell you, oh, you need to like get rid of your phone and get off your phone and like not have your phone in your life. I'm not going to be that person because I really do enjoy being online. I enjoy building an online community. I enjoy connecting with people digitally. There have been so many digital opportunities that have literally changed my life that I probably wouldn't have experienced had it not been for my digital platforms. So I definitely am not the person that's like, yeah, I'm quitting everything. Who knows? In 5 years, maybe I'll be sick of AI or whatever, and I might want to quit. Who knows? In general. But what I will say is that I know my sleep has been greatly affected by the blue light from my phone in the morning and at night. I also know that I've had increased migraines because of my high screen time. And I know I always don't feel good about myself because of all of the things that I see and how I compare myself. I get into a spiral sometimes. I'm human. It is what it is. So realistically, what do we do, friend? This is what I'm doing, right? Like, I'm not at the place where I'm ready to jump off and quit all of it. I'm not there. I'm not saying I won't get there, but I'm not there. I'm a full-time content creator and I'm a freelance social media manager. I have to be here for my work. However, I just did something recently that I feel like is really changing the game for me. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. So I saw this girl, right, on Instagram. She was talking about how she was going to create a landline system for her phone, like old school. Remember when we used to have landline phones? Some of y'all too young. Y'all don't know, but we used to have this thing called landline phones, right? And so she created a landline system for her cell phone, meaning she created a place in her home where her cell phone could live and not just be on her person all of the time. I was influenced immediately. $7 add to cart. I got them little cell phone holders, put them right by literally my door. And I also set up chargers so that if I wanted the phones to eventually sleep there, it could. My husband has joined me in this journey. I ended up ordering a separate alarm clock so I would have that for the bedroom. So that's what lives in the bedroom, but my phone actually sleeps by the door. And I'm kind of obsessed. I'm not even gonna lie, because it creates friction between me scrolling late at night or scrolling on my phone as soon as I get up in the morning. You're probably thinking, well, Kaisha, what if there's an emergency? So my husband actually keeps his phone on loud so that if someone were to call, we would hear it ringing and could go answer the phone. I do let my Apple Watch stay in the room. My Apple Watch is on Do Not Disturb, but you know, if you call twice, it will ring. And so my Apple Watch would vibrate. So that's my mechanism. Like if for some reason I need to be answering a call. As I enter this new chapter of my life, I'm kind of leaning into, I will know know when I need to know. And that's not me being like selfish. This is me protecting myself, my space, my peace, and ultimately my brain, because the things that our phones are doing to us, honey, it's going to be studied. It's already being studied, but it's going to keep being studied because it's cooking us up here. And ultimately, for my mental health, for my sanity, this is a best practice. It's something that so far has been really, really good. I think we've been doing this for roughly 2 to 3 weeks so far. It might have been longer than that. And when you know it, I don't have as many headaches. And when you know it, I am not dealing with some of the things mentally that I was dealing with in the same way before. And so it is working and I'm loving it. Now, this is really crazy to admit, but I'm going to tell you because we're friends. So I ordered a brick in January, right? You know, the company, it's like Get Brick on Instagram or whatever, right? I ordered it before. So I put one in each of our stockings, my husband and I stockings for Christmas. He's opened his, he uses his. Why is mine still sitting unopened in the box? Like, what are we doing? So that is the second phase of this process. I really want to start bricking my phone. I know that a lot of people do it and they love the results. I'm having trouble opening that box because I feel like if I need Instagram for one of my clients and I can't access it, I'm gonna crash out. And so I think I just need to open it and like start small. But I think that that is also another way to help create some friction between myself and my phone. Can't be left to my own devices. Like at this point, addicted to my phone is an understatement. I cannot be trusted. I don't know if anybody else thinks about this, but I often go back to a time where life felt a lot simpler. Recently, it was announced that MySpace is coming back, and baby, all the memories started flooding because MySpace, Xanga, do y'all remember? Like, things were so fun and lighthearted back then. And yes, it was social media, but like widely, we had to access that from our computers, so we couldn't just be on our phones. We didn't have phones. I didn't have a phone till I was 16. I am so glad that I knew what life was like before social media because I feel like it has given me grounding as an adult. I am so nervous about the generations who don't know what life was like without phones and the generations to come who really won't know what life is like without phones, who won't know what life is like without AI. Like, I just am so thankful that I was born when I was because, like, honestly, the millennials, we got some things with us too. You know, we really, we're doing our best. We've dealt with a lot, okay? If you're a millennial, go ahead and comment down below and let me know if you're okay. Because, baby, we done been through some stuff. Anyway, there's a part of me that's really thirsting for when life was simpler. And I am most definitely not the only one. There's a movement right now with Gen Z, actually, that a lot of them are going analog. And they're getting flip phones. They're getting rid of their smartphones. And so I am trying to be reasonable in my approach, right? Because of my work, I know that I'm going to have to stay connected in some way, shape, or form. But I want to stay connected in a way that feels good for my mind, my body, my spirit, all the things. And so my landline system is what I've done so far. Isn't she so cute? Like, she kind of eats, I'm not gonna lie. And I just love that not only does my phone sleep there, I'm just getting in the habit of putting my phone there when I come in the house. Like, my phone does actually not need to be on me at all times. I used to joke that like, hey, like if I'm not responding to you, I'm clearly ignoring you because my phone is always in my hand. It's not now. It's actually not now because I have things to do and I want to be productive and I need to focus. And if I am responding to every notification and text and email that I get, I can't lock in on my goals. I feel like my productivity is also increasing by putting my phone away from me. Like, obviously I still have access on my iPad, on my laptop, but I don't have access in the same way. And it is still like a little bit of a barrier. I'm not going to be reaching for my phone in the same way. So be honest with me right now. Are you addicted to your phone? Listen, no judgment here. I just sat here and told y'all the stuff that I'm going through. I think a lot of people are going through this. I would definitely like to hear from you in the comments. And if you like videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next upload. Now that you're subscribed, make sure you watch this video because YouTube thinks you'll like it. Thank you so much for watching, friend. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.